Listen along if you're interested in learning weather vocabulary that you can impress your friends and family members with when discussing the weather next time. Air pressure, the pressure exerted by the atmosphere. Altitude, elevation above sea level or above the Earth's surface. Atmosphere, the mass of air surrounding the Earth. Axis, the center around which something rotates. Barometer, an instrument that measures atmospheric pressure. Biosphere, the regions of the Earth where living organisms exist. Blizzard, a storm with widespread snowfall accompanied by strong winds. Carbon dioxide, a heavy, odorless, colorless gas formed during respiration and by the decomposition of organic substances absorbed from the air by plants in photosynthesis. Celsius scale, a temperature scale that defines the freezing point of water as 0 degrees and the boiling point of water as 100 degrees. Circulation, free movement or passage. Climate, the weather in some location averaged over a period of time. Climate change, a change in the world's climate. Cloud, a visible mass of water or ice particles suspended at a considerable altitude. Cold front, the front of an advancing mass of colder air. Condensation, atmospheric moisture that has changed from a gas. Current, a steady flow of a fluid or gas. Cycle, a periodically repeated sequence of events. Cyclone, an atmospheric system in which air circulates rapidly. Dew point, the temperature at which the water vapor in the air becomes saturated and condensation begins. Drought, a shortage of rainfall. Elevation, a distance of something above a reference point. Evaporation, the process of becoming a suspension of particles in the air. Fahrenheit, of or relating to a temperature scale by the inventor of the mercury thermometer. Fahrenheit, a temperature scale that defines the freezing point of water as 32 degrees and the boiling point of water at 212 degrees. Flash flood, a sudden local flood of great volume and short duration. Forecast, a prediction about how something will develop. Front, a phenomenon at the boundary between two different air masses. A glacier, a slowing, moving mass of ice. Global warming, a rise in the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere. Greenhouse effect, warming when solar radiation is trapped by the atmosphere. Hailstone, small pellet of ice that falls during a hailstorm. Heat, a form of energy transferred by a difference in temperature. Heat wave, a wave of usually hot weather. Humidity, wetness in the atmosphere. Hurricane, a severe tropical cyclone usually with heavy rains and winds. Ice age, any period of time during which glaciers covered a large part of the Earth's surface. Latitude, an imaginary line around the Earth parallel to the equator. Lightning, an electrical discharge between clouds or from the cloud to Earth. Monsoon, a rainy season in southern Asia. Ozone layer, a layer in the stratosphere at approximately 20 miles that contains a concentration of ozone sufficient to block most ultraviolet radiation from the sun. Polar, located at or coming from the Earth's extremities. Precipitation, the falling to the earth of any form of water. Pressure, the force exerted by the atmosphere. A rain gauge, gauge consisting of an instrument to measure the quantity of precipitation. Rain shadow, an area that has little precipitation because some barrier causes the winds to lose their moisture before reaching it. A satellite, man-made equipment that orbits around the Earth or the Moon. Sea breeze, a cooling breeze from the sea during the daytime. Sea level, the level of the ocean surface. Season, one of the natural periods into which the year is divided. Seasonal, occurring at or dependent on a particular season. Sleet, precipitation consisting of a mixture of rain and snow. Smog, air pollution by a mixture of smoke and fog. Solar, relating to the sun or utilizing the energies of the sun. Temperature, the degree of hotness or coldness of a body or environment. Thermometer, a measuring instrument for measuring temperature. Tilt, property proposed by a line that departs from the vertical. Tropical, relating to part of the Earth's surface with hot climate. Tropical rainforest, a rainforest in a tropical area. Warm front, the front of an advancing mass of warmer air. Water vapor, water in a vaporous form diffused in the atmosphere but below boiling point. Weather, and atmospheric conditions such as temperature and precipitation. Wind, air moving from high pressure to low pressure.